On New York's Hudson River floats a mammoth vessel of history. The USS Intrepid has one of the most distinguished record of any Navy ship, seeing action in the Pacific during World War II. Now it's a museum, home to dozens of aircraft flown during that time. In the summer, the ship got a modern addition to its collection, one anticipated by millions. But no one could anticipate what would happen just after its arrival.
The pavilion that was housing the shuttle was damaged during Hurricane Sandy. So we're in the process of working to get that back up and running, but in the meantime, we really wanted to have a way that visitors could learn about Enterprise while they came to the museum before the pavilion reopens.
In a temporary exhibit which opened in January, visitors can take a walk through the history of the Enterprise, including the science behind it and the people involved.
One of the other great objects in this exhibition is a flight helmet worn by Richard Truly, one of the test pilots of Enterprise. Now, Richard Truly has a great connection with the aircraft carrier Intrepid. He actually was a naval aviator and flew aircraft from the flight deck of Intrepid in the 1960s. So we have the helmet that he wore while he was test piloting Enterprise.
While the Enterprise is under repair after Sandy, the ship's long-standing attractions remain open.
The purpose of Intrepid was really to be a floating airfield, so visiting the flight deck is an essential part of any visit to the museum. That's where the bulk of our aircraft collection is on display, and so there are planes from all branches of the U.S. military, even some foreign aircraft. Really, it's a great Cold War aircraft collection.
Today, the Intrepid has just over 24 aircraft on display, including the Enterprise. But back when this ship was in service, it carried more than 90 aircraft.
So this was the Navy's main torpedo bomber, standard torpedo bomber during World War II. And so aircraft like this would be flying from the decks of these aircraft carriers in the Pacific, trying to launch its torpedoes at Japanese ships. So torpedo bombers from Intrepid participated in some major naval actions, including helping to sink the super battleships Yamato and Musashi.
While the Enterprise may be the newest aircraft on the Intrepid's flight deck, there's one bird that gets high marks from visitors.
The A-12 Blackbird is the fastest military aircraft ever produced, and from heights of 90,000 feet, its camera was powerful enough to take photographs that captured all sorts of tiny details on the ground, so it was essential for all sorts of photo reconnaissance and spying missions.
As for the Enterprise, museum officials hope to have it open to the public this spring. On board the Intrepid, I'm Vanessa Yurkevich for Blue and Artinfo.